So the Bible lines up with what God said, right? I mean, history lines up with what God said is going to happen to us, right? Right, it didn't happen to no other people but us, the black Hispanics and Native Americans.
Right.
That's the only people that it happened to. Give me 48. Watch this.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Thy who?
Thine enemies.
We're going to be serving our friends or our enemies. What'd you say your name was, my bad?
I didn't tell you.
Oh.
Curtis.
Curtis?
Yeah.
Hey, Curtis, what's going on? Joel.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Q, of course.
Q? Okay. Curtis. God said we're going to be serving who? Read it again.
Therefore, Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
God sent them against us. Right? Read.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Upon thy what?
Upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
Who else had yokes of iron on their neck, man? In history. Q. Who? We did. If you Google yokes of iron, you're going to get these images right here.
Right.
Even they know this. You get what I'm saying? And they know who we are, too. But they do everything in they might to keep this information from us.
Right.
Why? So you can't keep the commandments, so you can stay in sin.
Right.
Sin is our people's downfall. It's like that's our kryptonite. You get what I'm saying? Sin is the black, Hispanics, and Native Americans' kryptonite.
That's right.
You understand? Give me Judas 5. I'm gonna show you that it's our kryptonite, and the other nations know it. We're like Superman, and they know that when we keep the commandments of God, we like Superman. But they know what our kryptonite is, right? Watch this. Read.
Judas chapter 5 and verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be no error in this people.
So this the heathens talking. They having counsel. He said, if there be no error in the Israelites, read.
If there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God.
So they already know if it's error in them, they sin against their God. Watch this.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
They already know that's our ruin. They already know, hey, we can get them to sin, we straight. You get what I'm saying? Now watch this. Hold on, I got you.
Let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
Watch this.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
So if we keep the commandments of God, if the 12 tribes are keeping the commandments of God, watch this, read.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by.
Keep moving. Hey, if we see them keeping them commandments, hey, let's keep it moving because God is with them. You see what I'm saying? They know that. That's why it's so easy for them to keep us doing what we doing. Putting girls on TV, shaking their butt, putting all these right. That's sinning, right? They're not supposed to be doing that.
Right.
They supposed to be modest. They supposed to be in dresses, but what? They got their butt cheeks out, acting a fool, enticing you to come to the club and deal with them. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they doing, right? So they got many trains, many tricks to keep us in sin.
Right.
It's not just that, the sports too, and a lot of different things keep us in sin. Because we bid our sons football and baseball games on the Sabbath day, which is Friday sundown to Saturday sundown. We be doing all this foolishness on God's day. You see what I'm saying? But they understand that. Give me verse 15. Yeah, watch this. They understand that. But see, that's prophecy that God said it was going to happen. God said, hey, look, I told y'all back then this was going to happen if y'all didn't keep my commandments. Watch this, read.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Now, this God talking to us now. It's Moses coming down, but he's talking, God's talking through Moses. Watch this, read.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
You see that? So God warned us. He said, hey man, if you don't do my commandments, all these curses go come upon you and overtake you.
Pile up.
Right, they're gonna pile up. But after he said that, he goes into the curses. We didn't go over all of them. I just went over a couple of them with y'all, with the slave ships and putting yokes of iron on our necks, right? Now, if we would have did right, give me that. Now, we would have kept the commandments. Watch this. It would have been the reverse. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
So God said he gonna put us on high. Watch this, read.
The Lord thy God will set thee on high, above all nations of the earth.
Above all nations of the earth. All nations ain't equal. We're not equal to everybody. We're above everybody. God said that.
Right. That's right.
He said, now if you keep my commandments, I'm gonna throw you above all nations. You see that?
Well, I stopped saying the pledge of allegiance.
Hey, you had the spirit on you, brother.
I
Right.
stand, but doing it, I just stand there.
Right. So he said he gonna put us above everybody. Because we was made like that, 76. We was made like that. He made us like that. We're his children. Right? The whole world was made for us. Watch this.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
God said, I chose you to be a special people unto me. You mine. Read.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
You're above everybody. But we on the bottom. Why we on the bottom, Q? White Jesus, you right. Why we on the bottom, Curtis? Why we on the bottom?
That's all I can do right
I
now.
think it started with how you was brought up.
Right? That's one of the curses. But it started with us not keeping the commandments.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We always wanted to be like the other nations, man. God gave us a particular set of commandments. But what do? We want to be like the other nations and keep what they had going on. He only dealt with us.
So let me ask you this. So basically, okay, so when you were born, I ain't gonna say you were born perfect, but basically you was born in the right mind until they.
Right, you was programmed. So when you was born, you didn't have no clue what was going on. But you watch TV, you go by what your mama taught you, your daddy taught you, and it went down the line, right? You understand what I'm saying? So in slavery, we knew when we first came over here, we knew we was the Israelites. You understand what I'm saying? We used to sing Israelite songs and all that, right? But over a period of time, that's why the scriptures say, verse 48, that's why the scriptures say this, over time, they destroyed us over time, over the hundreds of years. Watch it.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
Now, once he took that yoke of iron off your neck, what was it, Emancipation Proclamation? When Abraham Lincoln said the slaves are free or whatnot, they already knew y'all was destroyed. Y'all were calling each other black, Negroes at that time. You weren't calling yourself Israelites. You weren't saying I'm from the tribe of Judah. You were destroyed.
Right.
You were saying I'm an American. I can't wait to go fight in the Civil War. We was doing all kind of crazy stuff. We just wanted to be a part of this nation.
Right.
We didn't even have to.
We didn't have to. Because every time we got out by ourselves, like Tulsa and all that stuff, every time we got out by ourselves, we did great. We did outstanding. But every time we tried to integrate ourselves in this society, what happened to us? There you go. There you go. Our weakness comes from being integrated in this society.
Right.
That's where our weakness comes from. Baruch 3:10. That's where our weakness comes from, being integrated in this society right here. And so when we do that, the Most High punish us. And we always did that over time. Throughout history, we always did that. Watch this, read.
Book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 10. How happened it, Israel, thou art in thine enemy's land?
You are your enemy's land, what?
That thou art waxing old in a strange country.
You waxing old in a strange country, doing what? Following their customs.
Right. That thou art defiled with the dead.
You defiled with them. They the dead. We the living.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Captivity is for them, not for us.
That's right.
Read. Okay. Right. So captivity is for them. When we came out of Egypt, guess what? God told us to put them in captivity.
Right.
And he said, have their children's children in captivity forever.
Right.
They belong to us. You understand what I'm saying? They belong to us. But what do? We want to mingle with them and hang out and kick it with them. You get what I'm saying? Hey man, man, that's cool what they doing over there. They got the fair going on, Ferris wheel, women naked. We like, hey man, that look all right. You see what I'm saying? And we always did that. And we fell back into sin and God took us to captivity after captivity after captivity. Now this is the last captivity.
Right.
You got to get it right now. The time is now. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, time is now to get your life right. To come back and to see, we the prophets right now. You come back and see what's going on.
Right.
You see the man is standing up right now to keeping God's commandments.
Right.
And this ain't all of us. We all around the world.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So we got to keep his commandments. That's what's our power lies in keeping God's commandments.
Right.
That's why our power lies. You can have everything when you do that. I think you read Joshua 1:8, right? 1:8.
That's 1:8.
Yeah. Watch this. Read.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Our salvation is nearer than what you believe. You got to wake up and start keeping the commandments of God. I'm going to give you some commandments.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
The commandments of God. I'm going to give you some commandments. Right? You smoke? A little bit? Okay, you drink. Okay. You smoke?
Don't smoke or drink.
You don't smoke or drink. Okay, that's good. Right? But you grow a beard? Give me Leviticus. That's all you can grow right now?
No. I just cut it off because I don't like hair on my face.
Okay. See, that's little things we didn't know either when
My
we was.
cousin told me about that. He said, you don't supposed to have a bald head.
Right. That's right.
All that had there.
Right.
I told him, bro, right there, like my cousin.
Okay. Right.
But one thing I don't agree with him on, you love who you want to love. He said like we supposed to be the same race. I don't agree with it.
You said what? I'm sorry. Say that again now.
My cousin said that blacks supposed to be with blacks and all that. I don't agree with
Look,
it.
this is
I understand y'all preaching that.
Yeah.
I
Hold on. This is how this go, right? We hold on. We teach what the Bible teach, what God wants us to do, right? We're not doing it because we're like, hey man, stay black, brother. That's not what we're doing, right? So anybody on this sign right here, you can be with. Thus said the Lord, right? On this sign. Right. Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Colombians, all them. You can be with them, right? Black, you can be with them. But the other nations, Chinese, white, Japanese, Arabs, them, don't be with them. Watch this.
Tobit chapter 4 and verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers.
Take a wife of what?
Of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife.
A strange woman would be Japanese, Chinese, white. You understand what I'm saying?
They not us.
They not us. Strange woman. Yeah.
Okay.
That's strange woman. You understand what I'm saying?
All right.
So whether you agree with it or not, that's what God says, bro. Trust me, if God told us, hey, you can be with that nation, you can be with these nations, we'll be doing it. But we can't.
Right.
Because God says not to do it. We do it because the Bible says not to do it. That's what restrains us from doing the same things the whole world is doing. You understand what I'm saying? So we follow the Bible.
That's right.
You can follow your own mind if you want to. You can think your way is the right way if you want to. Proverbs 14:12. But God says make marriages with these people right here. Dominicans, Guatemalans, Panamanians. You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Right. Is it Panamanian? You like that, right? I've been to Panama, boy. Hey, we have some beautiful women in our tribes, man.
You gotta tell me.
We do. What you got to go to the other nations for? They don't look like our women.
Right.
Watch this. But your mind will tell you can do what you want. Watch it.
Proverbs chapter 14 verse 12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man.
So there's a way that seems right to you, right? Hey man, it's all right to do this, man. Smoke a little weed. You know what I'm saying? Drink all night. Be drunk, walking and doing what I want to do. Right? Read.
But the end thereof whereof are the ways of death.
But the end of all that is death, bro. Why? Because you came up with that in your own mind.
Right.
That's your imagination. You came up with that. That was your own imagination to think that, oh, I'm good, you know, because you don't search out the Bible to see what God wants you to do. You walking in the path of death right now because you're not searching out what God wants you to do.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You get that? Right. Because you're not keeping the commandments. You're not keeping His commandments.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community.